welcome to your Ripon Red Hawks Esports. Here tonight, we are looking at our match in Rocket League against the Milwaukee School of Engineering White Team. I am your volunteer assistant coach, Patrick McConnell, and you can hear the noises behind us. The game has started. Let me switch us over to the game scene. Playing for Ripon tonight, we do have Landon Parsons, Ashlyn Erickson, and Justin Weihart Jr. You are going to see them in here as the Seventh Son, Leg Lifter, and the Chosen One. MSOE on the early attack, 1 goal scored already. We're going to double check our volumes here real quick while things are moving along. And second goal by MSOE from Cutlass. And you will see tonight with our Rocket League stream, we do have a new overlay for Rocket League. Up top there, kind of not in the greatest position. We'll see about switching it around here. Is the best of 5 markers for tonight's match. TNT-wise with the goal there from MSOE. Move our overlay down. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit clearer for everybody to see now. Didn't want to get in the way of the clock. And we'll get on board with Chosen One here, going high. Nice save. MSOE does follow it up for a 5th point here in game 1. I think I said Cutlass before. That looks like Cutley now that I look at that gamer tag again. (6-0) to MSOE here in game 1. Chosen One clears off to the side, followed by TNT from MSOE. Cutley comes in for the 7th point here in game 1. Chosen One going for the Ripon on the kickoff, misses. Comes back over, 7th Son set to defend. Chosen One came back in for it from around the side. Got Leg Lifter back in net. Seventh Star had a good setup, but Cutley brings it back. Chosen One for the defense on net. Ball's open for a shot. Chosen One just misses. TNT-Wise and Chosen One fighting in the corner. TNT-Wise back for the aerial to dribble on. Oh, Chosen One with a nice save on TNT-Wise's shot there. Seventh Star trying to get in the way now. More aerials from Cutley. Leg lifter took save that time, is at midfield, moving on into MSOE territory in the corner. TNT-Wise working on a dribble. And Nick 45 moving up for the goal. Assist given to TNT-Wise. 8-0, minute 52 remaining, game one. I do see in our chat someone had asked about what time we were actually getting started tonight. I do want to remind folks that our social media accounts are linked in the About tab on our Twitch page here. We do have Instagram and Twitter. We are working on our YouTube channel with some highlight reels and other VODs. Just working to keep everyone more up to date here at Ripon College Esports. Cutley misses the shot on goal. Seventh Star is on the ball, taken away by Nick 45. Nick 45 shot on goal. Chosen One with a good save. Seventh Star back in for the save. We're juggling right in front of the post. Cutley backs up to try and gain control again. Doesn't get it. Leg lifter moving to the wall. Sadly, no follow-up to keep that pressure up in MSOE territory. We are sticking at home right now. Nick 45... Sorry, NCK45. I keep seeing an I in that gamer tag. With a shot there. Chosen One save from TNT-Wise's shot. Seventh Star juggling out again. TNT-Wise keeping the pressure on here in Ripon territory. Leg lifter gets it moving. It's a little open, but it looks like they're going to catch up with it. Chosen One in the corner. Not able to get any action on it. Seventh Star back in net. Moves up for the aerial. Tags it, but TNT-Wise there at the midline. Bring it back. TNT-Wise gets credit with a shot. Not much of a shot, gotta admit. TNT-Wise shot again to upper crossbar. And we are juggling with 3 seconds left in this game. We have a score right at the 0. Coach Slaughter is going to head in order to talk to our squad and see where things are at. While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and switch us around, show off a few of the new overlays for Rocket League. You can see here we have our best of 5 match count, game 1, game 2, so on here. This should get updated with our league standing software here shortly. If you've been paying attention to Ripon College Esports, you know that Monday nights is Rocket League and Thursday nights is Valorant. Our next Valorant match is coming up here this Thursday against UW Whitewater's Warhawks. They are currently 1-3. Ripon College did lose last week to UW Superior, and we are currently sitting at 2-3, which puts us middle of the standings at the moment. Our next Rocket League match will be next week, Monday, as we go against the CVTC River Otters, who are 2-2 right now. Switch back over to our game here. Currently hanging out with in between games. I'm going to double check my other screen while we're waiting on that. We are loading in for game 2 here tonight. Coach is heading back into the broadcast booth here after talking to the team. Oh, we lost our connection. I'm going to switch our screens here while I see what happened with our connection. There we go. Switch back over into spectator here. Does not look like our match progress screen is updating at all. We will check into that. Oh, man, I put myself back on camera. Let's get to the game. You don't want to look at me. All right. Get back in. Chosen one sitting in the net gets the push out. Nobody following up, sadly. 7-star has a good opportunity. Does miss. Chosen one back in net. Goes for the aerial block. Gets in front of TNT-Wise. Everybody's in the net. And we are bouncing off the top. Leg lifter out in front. Has an opportunity to score. Just barely misses. Going back again. Got bumped. 7-star with the follow-up. Trickling in TNT-Wise for the stop. Leg lifter goes for the aerial. Does miss. Chosen one with the bump. Back into defense a little too late. MSOE scores first point on game 2. And yes, as time goes on here with these Rocket League broadcasts, I am somehow managing to find and channel my international soccer host voice and rep my speed as we get into it. So we'll see if I can scream out a goal here at some point tonight. But I am controlling the cameras while also doing the talking, so it gets a little tricky every now and again. Chosen one set up on the wall, goes for some boost instead. 7-star back in the net, pushes his up. NCK45 kind of wheeling around in the middle. Chosen one back off the sidewall on the left-hand side, coming to the corner. TNT-Wise in the net from MSOE. Manages to push it out of MSOE territory back into Ripon's. 7-star hanging out in the net, goes for a corner clear. Follows up on the wall. Nice aerial bounce out. Leg lifter's got the position. Doesn't quite beat out on Ravad the Hunter. There we go. I read the name finally. Chosen one back in defense in the corner with Hunter coming in. TNT-Wise, everybody slamming in the corner. Leg lifter pushing it out. Hunter back in. We are juggling in the corner between these two teams. 7-star follows up. We're still in Ripon territory. Shot somewhat on net there. Did not count according to the game as a shot. Leg lifter following behind 7-star, looking for the setup. Half boost. Gets beat out on the aerial by NCK45. 7-star back to defend in the net. And a little bit of aerial play from Chosen and Leg lifter. And Leg lifter does get blown up in the corner. 7-star came up, not able to get there in time. Leg lifter back in the air. Chosen one back in the net. Does get the save. Leg lifter following up to the corner while Chosen one gets some boost. Has to peel off as MSOE comes out hard from the corner back into Ripon territory. 7-star on it in the corner. Lost out to NCK45. Chosen one working it out of the net. Hunter comes in, gets in the way. Leg lifter now moving into MSOE territory. Manages to keep control in the corner, grabbing the boost. 7-star coming up for the hit. Does not get the opportunity. Chosen one back on defense. Nice tip in the aerial. Nobody's got control. Up. TNT-Wise comes in, gains control on the aerial. Second point for MSOE. But Ripon College putting up much more of a fight here in game 2. The noticeable slowing down of goals from MSOE. We are back on the kickoff. Leg lifter does not bring it out. of Ripon territory. Everybody's in the air. 7-star beats out. Leglifter gets a tip on it. We are floating in the middle. Everybody going for it. Leglifter just misses out on follow-up. We are right in front of the net if we can get a touch. Oh, Leglifter is blown up. Chosen One coming in hard. 7-star hits in the way. TNTY is trying to bring it out of MSOE territory and back into Ripon. Chosen One wants to move it up, though, for the attack. Done a great job of staying in the corner with it, getting some dribbles. We're up in the air. We're down on the floor. And we are back to defend. 7-star has the opportunity to gain control and bring it out. Misses off the wall. Leglifter follows up. Moves it back to MSOE territory. We are, oh, so close to a goal. Chosen One back on defense. We have 10 seconds left in game 2. Leglifter goes in the air, misses. Chosen One follows up. Going for the juggle. We are out of time. MSOE takes game 2 here in tonight's match. And we will see if our match progress board has updated at all. It has not. And I do believe that this one, unlike Valorant, is actually controlled from our league software and not from tracker.gg, which is what I believe updates the Valorant one for us automatically. So I do not think we're going to be getting updates on that tonight on stream. That is controlled by the home team, which is Milwaukee School of Engineering here this evening. Just a reminder, while we're in between games here, our next Valorant match is Thursday against UW Whitewater Warhawks, with our next Rocket League match the following Monday against the CVTC River Otters, and that is the Chippewa Valley Technical College, as I get all my letters straightened out so that I can remember whose name is what. And we are waiting for our next game in the match. We got a couple of seconds here. We're going to get a thumbs up from Coach, who is hanging out next to me here. He just doesn't have a headset on. You want to throw a thumbs up over here into the camera? There he is. As we hang out. This is great because I take over Coach's office in order to be able to do the streams here, because it is still your office until we turn it into a full-scale streaming setup as we grow the program here. Just waiting for MSOE to finish loading in. We'll be rolling in no time. First kickoff coming up right now. 7-star goes for it. Gets beat out. Leglifter in the corner with it. Is back on target. MSOE territory. Leglifter goes for the bounce. Just has to beat out TNT-wise. Does not take it. Chosen One in defense is going to bounce it out. Nope. Caught back into Ripon territory. Going off the wall. See if we can dribble out here. He's got full boost. Looks like TNT-wise is going to interrupt at the midfield line. We are still fighting for it in Ripon territory. Ooh, shot on. Ravad the Hunter scores 0.1 from MSOE. We did have 2 shots on goal reported there by the game, with no save, but it did look like we had a save in from 7-star. So Ripon does not move towards the ball on the kickoff that time. Unsure where we were going there. 7-star takes the dribble, can beat it out if he can get in front of TNT-wise. We just aren't getting fast enough. Chosen One loses the defense. Shot goes to the right. TNT-wise trying to move back in for another shot on goal. Leglifter caught the save, but Cutley with assist from TNT-wise scores second point here tonight. 4:02 remaining in game 3. Chosen One goes for the kickoff, caught it into MSOE corner. Leglifter currently working on it. Does not get movement. 7-star comes up, misses. TNT-wise back on the attack. Coming in high through the corner. Chosen One goes for defense. Back into the middle. Switch our cameras here so we can see everything. Leglifter working on it. in MSOE territory in the corner yet. Cutley and TNT-wise moving it up on Ripon's right. Chosen One goes for the aerial, and TNT-wise bringing it back into Ripon territory. Cutley now controlling to the corner, and 7 Stars able to pick it up near the midfield line. Hunter moving in on MSOE's right corner. 7 Stars bring it down in front of the net. No follow-up. Sad leg lifter was there, but the ball didn't get through the defense. Chosen One fighting on the wall, and Cutley with an aerial into the corner almost cleared it out for us. TNT-wise gets shot on goal, and Chosen One taking it along the left-hand wall. He's got full boost. He's dodging and dipping and goes for the shot. Goal! Ripon College from the Chosen One. 1-2 in game 3, 2:31 remaining. Chosen One comes out for the kickoff, caught back into Ripon territory. 7 Star currently on net, misses. TNT-wise does score 3-1 MSOE, 2:24 remaining, game 3. Leg lifter going for the kick. Gets it through in MSOE territory in the corner. No boost. Still no boost. Follow up from 7 Star. Does not beat out TNT-wise. Chosen One in the corner with it. 7 Star and leg lifter back in defense. Cutley went high. TNT-wise takes out 7 Star. Chosen One follows it on the wall. Leg lifter following up. We've got it high. We're going just to the right. Leg lifter follows up. Can we get through? Gets counted for goal, or for shot on net, sorry, and Cutley for the save. Still working on it, though. TNT-wise sitting back in the net. He's going to let it bounce high as 7 Star follows up to the corner, and Cutley moves to intercept in the aerial. Chosen One back in defense. 7 Star gets credit for taking out Hunter. Chosen One moving up the wall. Cutley getting in the way at the midfield line. 7 Star following up, going up in the air, manages to catch it just before it hits the ground. Has decent boost, does backflip, try and back up. Chosen One there, oops, and Hunter gets revenge. Chosen One follows up from the corner. Can he score again? Oh, just does not get up on it quite fast enough. 7 Star working on it from the corner. And no one in net right now. Now we got everybody back. Cutley got credit with shot on goal. Chosen One moving out through the middle. Work on those front flips, get a little extra speed. Leg lifter trying to follow up, but no boost. No boost, no going. The leg lifter follows, does not manage to get the angle through the crowd. We are back in Ripon territory. Cutley working the corner. 7 Star, everybody juggles. Everybody in the air. Cutley gets credited with a shot on goal. Not sure how. Looks like he was just dribbling over the top of the net. But leg lifter following the wall. TNT-wise in the way. 7 Star tried to follow up with the aerial. Does not get it. Chosen One keeps it in MSOE territory, but we are in a fight. 10 seconds remaining. We are in front of Ripon's net. 4 seconds remaining. Chosen One trying to juggle it out of the corner. Traffic jam, bogs it up. When it hits the ground, we are done. MSOE takes game 3 here tonight, and they will take the match. Good work here in the nest. We appreciate everybody stopping by. Like we said, up next this week for Valorant, Thursday night against UW Whitewater's Warhawks, and Rocket League returns next week against Chippewa Valley Technical College and the River Otters. Thank you so much for joining us, as always, here in the nest and Ripon Red Hawks Esports. Good luck. Have fun. We'll see you next time.